Well, I decided part of the Great Cycle Challenge for Canada. I decided to bike from Cobourg to Toronto Sick Kids, which that's what the foundation that we're fundraising for, which was supposed to be a 140-kilometer bike ride, but turned into be 212 thanks to the GPS there. So it had me actually it had me near the Scarborough Bluffs for a solid 2 hours. It kept saying I was 20 kilometers away and 2 hours away for 2 hours. So, but anyways, it was good.
Why?
Why'd I do it?
Yeah.
Well, obviously for the kids, but I've got a 4-year-old daughter named Penelope, and she's perfectly healthy and whatnot. But I couldn't imagine her going through something where she'd have to be there. Now, having said that, I have heard such phenomenal things about Sick Kids and the magic that it produces. So I just felt that I was capable of doing more than expected for this kind of campaign, and I always like to push my limits. So to me, that was definitely the biggest ride I've done. I just started biking really about a month and a half ago, so it was just something I picked up, and I said, let's push myself and see how much money we can get sponsored from our lovely community, and everyone came together. It was just it was magical. It really was.
How much did you raise?
I raised about $3,585, so $3,585.
And that's roughly in a month.
Yeah, within 1 month. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's great.
Yeah.
What was the hardest part of it?
Hardest part of it was not going crazy. Like it was all being all up in my head. I trained very well for it. I mean, considering I just started biking really in the last month and a half, but my training was there. But for the ride, it was being in my head the whole time and just staying focused and keep my eye on the prize. I mean, it's something like doing. Those who have done a marathon would understand that it's, you can do it. You can push your body to it, but you have to really believe you can. And like the night before, I haven't been that scared in a long time. Sorry.
It's all right. Go ahead.
I haven't been that scared in a long time for an event. And I mean, I knew I was going to make it. It was just, I think it was more that I couldn't fail for the kids, and it wasn't about the money was going to come. I knew the sponsorships were going to come, but I just didn't want to fail for what I was doing, which was doing something out ordinary and for the kids too, and to hopefully get a little bit of a spark of attention, which did. What
time did you leave at? What time did you get there, and what was your feeling like when you did it?
Well, I left actually right here on Cobourg on Marion Street at 6:40 a.m. I went to Port Hope and went from there. I arrived in to Sick Kids at 8:20 p.m. I mean, I figured I was going to scream with joy and excitement, and I couldn't even scream. I was just so exhausted. My body was starting to shut down an hour before all this happened, before I finished, and I just kind of just stood there and just kind of took it in, and I cried. I definitely cried. It was definitely emotional. I was proud of myself, but it was also just to see the Sick Kids, the magic that I heard. It's real. Like it's real.
How many people are doing this? Like, talk about the Great Cycle Challenge.
Yeah, the Great Cycle Challenge for Canada. There's, I think, 52,000 riders in Canada doing it, and I came in like 263rd place or something like that. I was out of the country, so.
And where do they do it? Like, do they do it? Like, do they have to go to Sick Kids, or is it just?
No. So like, basically, it's just you ride on your own time. So I'd come back from work and I would go for a 30K bike ride, but I just decided, no one else went to Sick Kids, at least to my understanding. I just used it as a promotion to get more sponsorship. So why not use it on the last day of the fundraiser to try to do something spectacular and go to, and actually the main purpose, I'll take a step back here, was I wanted to give the girl that I had sponsored, her name's Ro. She's 3 years old, and she's been diagnosed with stage 4. Sorry, I'm just getting a little emotional here.
Yeah. Like cancer?
Yeah, she does. It's not lung cancer. Sorry, it's just in my mind right now. But she's just diagnosed with stage 4 cancer, and it's just it's just touching. It's sad to see that kids should be kids, and that's what really, just thinking about my daughter and seeing my daughter play around, and anyway, Penelope, it was actually a bit of her idea to to give her a few of her toys, a few of her favorite toys. So I said, well, why don't I ride my bike to Sick Kids and give it to her? And she loved that. So I didn't physically get to see Ro. I didn't expect to, but I know we wrote a card for her, and her Penelope's Tickle Me Elmo went with it, and a few other little things. And
So you had that with you along?
no, I didn't have it with me because it would have been probably pretty sweaty by the time we got there,
I was
if it
gonna
even
say.
made it. But I had it waiting there for me. The card was with me at all times.
Oh yeah.
So that was a little bit beat
Is
up.
that the thing that you got, the picture?
No, that's actually my daughter.
Okay,
That
all
was my
right.
daughter Penelope. So I always had that with me, and
Yeah,
she
yeah.
was my inspiration kind of thing. So
Yeah, yeah.
But-
So you're doing it for Ro and Penelope?
yeah, Penelope, I wake up in the morning for Penelope.
Yeah.
I did it for not just Ro, but all the kids there. But Ro was on my mind the whole time.
Yeah.
That was my focus. And Penelope was giving me my strength.